Hi, welcome to Alla Fedele cooking channel. I'm Fidel. I'm not a chef, but I like to cook a lot of my mom's recipes. They're short and sweet. Recipes that you can pick up a couple ingredients on the way home from work, come home, and within an hour you're cooking. So tonight I'm making grilled Brussels sprouts and I'm making orange maple wild sockeye salmon. You can use regular salmon. I picked this up at Costco. So the first thing I want to do is I want to do the Brussels sprouts so they sit a few minutes and spin in the oil with all the seasoning so it can get inside. Then I'll put them on a grilled plate and put them out 10 minutes, flip them 10 minutes on medium. The salmon will go out for 20 minutes and just leave it alone. Come back in 20 minutes and it's ready. So I'm going to start with a third.
Well, do you have the grill on right now? And is it
Yes.
on high heat or?
I have it on medium high, and then I'll lower it between low and medium. Every grill is different. My old grill I can grill on low and everything came out perfect. On this one I got to crank it up. It's a newer Weber. For some reason I think the burners are a little lower, so you have to crank it a little higher. So everybody's grill is different. Left side's hotter than the right on some grills, so use your judgment. So I'm using a third cup of olive oil. I'm putting in roasted garlic. This company called Penzeys, Penzeys.com, Penzeys. They make roasted garlic. It's about the only one I found that makes it. It's really good. You could put this on anything. So I'm put that in. I'm putting in oregano, about say a tablespoon. I like to crush it. I get my oregano on a branch, and then I take it off the branches myself, which looks like this. You can pick up or order online, and then you just, in a plastic bag, I rub it back and forth, and that's how I get my, you see how it comes off? And then I put it in this jar. I'm putting some cumin. I'm putting in about a half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to put these all in. I'm going to spin it. I'm going to put these all in there. And then just before I throw it on the sheet, I'm going to take breadcrumbs and grated cheese and put that on there just to give it some crunch.
So you're not throwing these directly on the grates, right? You're throwing them on.
On this cookie, this vegetable, Weber makes it. You grill on it. You could put grilled calamari. You could put all kinds of shrimp. You could put if you want. But that's what I use. It's just easier to bring in, out, and spin. So if you think you need a little more oil, then put a little more oil. You just want to coat everything. Very simple, and they come out really good on a grill. If you don't have a grill, you could put them on a cookie sheet, put them in the oven, probably about 400. You want to get it nice and charred towards the end. On the grill, they don't take long on the grill, about 10 minutes each side, give or take. But this seems like it needs a little bit more oil, so I'm going to put a little more on the bottom on one side. And then I'll start moving them around, pick it up on it. What happens is the oil gets inside the Brussels sprout. You just want to have enough so everything is coated. See how nice? When you put all the seasoning in the oil first, you don't have to worry putting seasoning after you've got oil on them. And then you get too much on one, not enough on the other. So by putting the oil and the spices together, spinning it, and then makes it easier and it comes out more even. So that's that. I'm gonna let it sit a couple minutes, give it a spin, then put it on here. I'm gonna put that aside. So now I'm gonna bring out do the salmon. I'll put the salmon right here for a minute. Get my cookie sheet, a flat cookie sheet, and this is what I do. Very easy for cleanup. I take my aluminum foil, I measure the salmon about there. I make a crimp so I can see the line. I come back out again, about the same size. I rip it, fold it in half, put it on a cookie sheet. Now, like I said, I bought this at Costco. Comes just like this in plastic. I rinsed it. I checked. You rub your finger up and down. If you feel like a little something sticking up, it's usually one of the bones. You want to try to get it with a pair of tweezers or pliers. Pop it out. You don't want to get that caught in your throat. So I rarely ever get one. So you just check it by doing that. So I rinsed it under cold water. I put it back on here. It's got the skin in the back, so I paper toweled it so that the orange can get into the salmon instead of the water. So now I'm going to squeeze. Now, depending on the size and depending on the juice, I normally, a lot of times I take a half an orange, I squeeze it, and then the other half I slice it. But this is a bigger piece, so I'm just going to squeeze the orange. Some oranges are juicier than others. If you find it's really juicy, then only squeeze half. I had one of these oranges, so I knew it needed to a little more than half. Okay, so here's the other half. I'm just squeezing. Very simple dish to make. So then I take maple syrup. This is from Vermont. I'm going to put a little bit of salt first because it gives a nice salt and sweet together. Just a little, not a lot. A little black pepper. Then I take the maple syrup, I run it in the middle, and then it just drapes down, so you don't waste a lot of it. This is good, a good maple syrup.
And you want like the real maple syrup, not like
this is from.
Couldn't do like a log cabin.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is better. This is actually from Harrington, Vermont. Is a company. They make. They've been around since the 1800s. They do spiral ham. Best spiral ham I ever had. Not salty, and they smoke the hams with corn cob. The center of the cob is what they smoke the ham in. So I pick up one of those from there during a holiday. I order it, they deliver to your house. Harrington, it's called. And they have their own maple syrup. So I got the maple syrup on there now. Now I'm gonna take slices of oranges and I put it on top. And that's it. And then that gives it flavor. Now, you can eat these after, or you can just take it off. I don't usually eat them. I just put them on top. It gives it flavor. And that's it. Very simple.
And so you'll put the Brussels sprouts and the salmon on at the same time?
At the same time, yeah. Then what I do is I curl up the sides so it doesn't spill all over the grill. I make a little wall all the way around, about an inch thick. And since the aluminum foil is doubled or triple, you can triple it, everything stays in there. And then what I do is I bring this out, I grab the foil and I slide the cookie sheet out and I put it on the grill. See how simple that was?
And nothing
That's
on top, right? You just put it on just
Nope.
like that? No covering?
Just like that. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and you're done. So getting back to these, now I'm going to throw these on. I'm going to throw these on the grill. I mean on the vegetable dish. Like that. And heat them. Now I like to do is put them all one way so when you flip them, you know what's been flipped. So the curved part, let's say I put down first, and I go all the way around. I do it this way, and then when I go to flip them, I know that the curved side has to come up, and the flat part has to go down, and that's easy. So you know, oh, did I flip this? Did I not? So
You're flipping them around 10 minutes?
yeah, about 10 minutes, give or take. Again, on the grill, it's also 30 degrees out, so it might take a little longer. So, and that's it. And they'll all be the same. And then you just come and you flip them over with a pair of tongs.
And then, so both these are going on. You'll be back
Yeah,
in what?
this will be on the left side. That one will be on the right side.
The high heat?
I would put these on the way your burner goes. So if your burner goes this way, when you open your grill, put them the way the burner goes. Same thing with the salmon. So if the burner goes left to right, put the fish left to right. If they go away from you, you know, and you have 3 of them, let's say, or 4, put the salmon that way. And that's basically it. We'll put them on, 10 minutes, I'll flip these, put it on again for 10, come back, they should both be ready. If not, might need another 5 minutes. To check your salmon, to see if it's ready, go to the thickest part, take a fork, push it aside. If it's opaque and it's like a real light color salmon, I mean raw, it's a little more orangey. So if you still see some orange, like it is raw
So you're
now,
looking for like that light pink almost.
yeah. And then if you see it's still a little orangey or reddish orangey, it's still raw.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, yeah. Usually about 25 minutes it's ready because it's not real thick. Fish cooks fast. All right, we'll see you in
10?
20 minutes. Okay, so I had them on about 8 minutes each side. I had the grill on for a while so to get it warmed up, but as you can see on one side it charred, the curved part, but underneath it's fine. So what you do is you can take these and just, the other side is good, as you can see. If you want, what you do is put them in here and spin them, and some of the outside comes off, and that's it.
So if it looks like you burn the outside, it's not the end of the world. It's just...
No, it's not even burnt, see? The skin, you know, the really outside part got a little bit of burnt, which is fine. I mean, it happens. Whoop. We are cooking live. But yeah, sometimes they take 8 minutes. Some, like I said, with this grill, it's pretty new. Working with it. When you spin it a couple times, the outside leaves come off. As you can start to see, it's starting to come off, and they're fine. You spin them a couple times. When they're in your dish, you can, if you like it charred, you eat the whole thing. If not, take the outside leaf off. You see? And you're good to go. I set the timer for another 8 minutes for the salmon.
Which will be a total of how many minutes?
The breadcrumbs, I was supposed to put them on, forgot. So once I had them on the grill, I went out, I sprinkled on top. When I flipped them, I sprinkled some on top. This is an option. You don't have to use them. I just threw it out there so it could be crispy. Or you can use them, you don't have to. The oil, salt, pepper, cumin, oregano, usually, and the roasted garlic is usually all I use. The salmon, we can go out and look at that. If you want to take a look at it too, you want to come out with me. And I have it on the grill. What you can do is you can move that and take, it's ready, okay? It's not red. Same all the way through, bottom to top. That's it. So we'll be taking this off, and then we will take the cookie sheet, bring it in. You usually take the lemon pieces off. Orange pieces, I'm sorry. And then you just cut it. You just cut it. I go right on between the salmon and the skin. The skin is usually stuck to the bottom, so it's easy to put on a plate. And that's about it. Very simple to make. You've got a little chart, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching Alla Fedele cooking channel. As my mom would say, mangia figlio mi mangia. I'll see you soon with more recipes. So